Whenever I hear cases about artists being canceled over problematic artwork, I instantly know the situation is going to be ridiculous because most sane people see art they dislike, maybe leave a comment saying they don't like it, and move on with their day. But when someone is getting canceled over it, you know cancel culture vultures are behind it and they get mad over every little thing they can. And now an artist who was hired for an Elden Ring fan project was removed from it over what seems to be one single person disliking previous artwork they've made. I have a bunch of different things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I initially found out about this situation through this thread that was sent to me. It's by someone named Miraside, and this is the artist who has been canceled, basically over previous art they've made. The thread says, I have been excited about joining Elden Zine for weeks. I was accepted, joined their Discord, and began my project. I have been making friends, following other creators, and having a lot of fun in a new community. This post is not directed at the other artists, they are nice. After enjoying my pitches and my work in progress and talking with me about the game for days, I received this message from one of the two mods. It says, hi, unfortunately, I do not come bearing good news. Several of your past artworks depicting minors in NSFW outfits and poses have been brought to my attention. I know these are fictional characters, but this is making some of the contributors uncomfortable. But this was an oversight on my part, and we just can't tolerate the sexualization of minors in any manner. Therefore, I must respectfully ask you to leave the Discord, or I will have to kick you from the server. They didn't even want to have a conversation about this. It doesn't seem like they wanted to even really discuss the fact that they have this art. No, they basically just said, leave or you're gonna be kicked. You have no other options. And then, Miraside said, after making my case, I was told later that it was one person who took issue. We're not talking about a group of people here. Even so, I don't think that they should have been removed from a project. No, but there was one single person who didn't like their previous art, and this one single person had the power to have this person removed off of this project. The mod said, I do not harbor any ill will towards NSFW creators. This is not about the dark themes of Berserk or Souls games. This simply boils down to your history of sexualizing minors in your work. If you want me to send you the posts brought to question, I can. One of the contributors came to me personally to express their concerns, and this individual thought that this one person's opinion mattered so much. You know what, we're just going to remove Miraside from this project, which is absolutely absurd. Miraside said, the hypocrisy is this. The Souls series and Berserk are deeply problematic and feature incest, rape, murder, torture, untold horrors, etc. Sexualizing minors isn't even the half of it. I find it deeply disturbing that someone who enjoys this kind of content can't find it in them to separate art from the artist when it is anime boys in skimpy outfits, as opposed to someone being art by demons or crushing a baby. One is not better than the other. Horror artists and NSFW artists are facing the same issues, and I talk about artists all of the time on this channel, whether they are being canceled or maybe their art is simply being attacked. They are unfortunately, like this, removed from projects. I will never support this Elden Ring project, even though I love Elden Ring. It is an absolutely fantastic game. I am willing to support any kind of projects that are based off of Elden Ring, even a magazine, but this is absolutely absurd. Now, I'm not someone who thinks that everyone has to agree and love everything they see. You're allowed to dislike their work, but for the people running this to kick an artist from the project over one person's opinion is ridiculous. Elden Ring is one of my favorite games of all time now, but you can't ignore the themes in it. It's not okay they create art with younger characters and it got them cancelled, yet Elden Ring has depictions of extreme violence, torture, gore, assault, cannibalism, yet this is where they draw the line, characters wearing skimpy outfits. If you don't have a problem with all of Elden Ring's themes, then why do you have a problem with the fan art they're creating? Now, the Twitter account for this project did put up a post on the situation, but of course they're not allowing people to discuss their thoughts on it because they're hiding replies and locking them. But it says, in regards to removing an artist from the zine on account of a history containing NSFW art depicting fictional minors, it says, after taking a little time to digest the current situation regarding Miracide, iModCam would like to apologize. This is my first time running a zine, and this situation has been a major learning experience. The rule should have explicitly stated upfront that anyone with a history of drawing NSFW of minors would be grounds for banishment or rejection. I also should have been more thorough in my vetting process while looking over applications. I've never been at the center of public backlash, so my initial comments under Miracide's thread were poor attempts to answer the onslaught of replies asking for answers. Ultimately, the decision to ask Miracide to step down from the project boiled down to the comfort of the other contributors, several of whom came forward after she left the project to express their agreement in the decision. It was not a decision made with the intention of being vindictive, aggressive, or calculated. I do not wish any ill will on anyone involved. Now, I personally will never support this fan project. I refuse to touch it at this point because of the decisions that they've made, and many other people are speaking out about the situation as well, saying they will not support it either. There are over 600 quote tweets of people who are furious over this situation, and I completely understand why. People are commenting things like, you cannot cherry pick what are and what aren't acceptable NSFW themes in a fandom whose source material and creators are 18 plus and known for dark content. I 100% agree. Y'all are being ratioed so hard. Damage control mode activated. Get fucked. One more example of an idiotic move, get ratioed. As you can see, multiple people are laughing in the faces of these moderators who tried to get this artist cancelled. Now, even if they did apologize to Miracide and try to get them back on this project, I don't think this individual would go back to it. I think that they're all done with it, but they're a very talented artist. Their links will be down in the description and in the pinned comment in case you want to go and support them. I did retweet a few things that they had posted, so they are also on my Twitter thread, but that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.